some technical difficulties. We had to reshoot this part of the video, so enjoy the new background. We're up to part B of our beginner series, which is upper extremity exercises. You might be wondering, why am I holding a broom? We will be using a broom or a broomstick. I prefer to use a broomstick by taking off the broomstick off the sweeper and using just the stick for these exercises. So we will begin with our wrist exercises. The first exercise will be wrist extension. Just hold the stick up, 90 degrees of shoulder flexion, arms length, and move the wrist up and down. So these are our wrist extension exercises. 10 repetitions. If you can do 20, great. Try to do anywhere between 10 and 20 repetitions if you can. That's your side view. Wrist extension exercises, moving your wrists up and down. For the second exercise, we'll do a similar motion, but underhand. We're gonna grab the stick underhand and move the wrists from down below and up. Those are our flexion exercises. Wrist flexion is moving the stick up, holding it underhand. Side view, again 10 repetitions or 20 if you can. For our third exercise, we'll do supination, pronation. These are rotational movements, so hold the stick in the middle, your arm tucked in, elbow tucked in along the side of your body, and rotate palm up, palm down. So that's supination, palm up, pronation, palm down. And this is what it looks like from the side. Make sure you're not compensating but moving your shoulder. That's where you need to tuck your elbow in along the side of your body and just rotate. Exercise number 4, we're moving up to our elbows. We're doing some curls, bicep curls for elbow flexion. So just move the stick up and down using your elbows. Keep your elbows nice and tight along the side of your body. Move the stick up and down, just like in part A. We're doing all exercises, 10 repetitions. If it's getting easier with 10, you can start moving up to 20 reps. Next, we will do elbow extension. Keep the broomstick behind your head, elbows pointing forward, and bring them up. We're not moving our shoulders, just your elbows. Make sure your elbows are pointing forward, and bring this broomstick up from behind your head, all the way up. This is what this exercise looks like from behind. Make sure your elbows are pointing forward. We're moving on to our shoulder exercises. This is exercise number 6. Hands shoulder width apart. Grab the broomstick and let's do some shoulder flexion exercises. Move the stick up, overhead. Exercise number 7, let's do some shoulder presses. Move from chest level. Again, arms on the stick, shoulder width apart, from chest up. Next, we will do abduction exercises. For exercise number 8, that's side to side motion. Make sure you're not leaning over, which is compensating with your back, just your shoulders. Keep your arms stretched overhead and move your shoulders side to side. Try to move them as far as you can to improve your mobility in your shoulders. Next, we'll do external, internal rotation. These are a little bit more complicated, but fairly easy to perform once you get the motion down. So again, keep your elbows nice and tight along the side of your body, and this is on the right side. So pay attention to the right arm. So right now we're doing external rotation with the right arm. You can provide a little bit of resistance with your left. So the left one is holding the stick and preventing the right one from moving out. So that way you're doing exercises against resistance. So this is, if you're pulling, that's external rotation. Make sure your elbow is nice and tight so that you're rotating. And then when you're pushing, that's internal rotation. So external rotation, you're pulling out. Internal rotation, you're pulling back. And again, you can provide a little bit of resistance with the opposite extremity, so that way you're actually pulling out, external rotation, pushing back, internal rotation. And you can do the same thing with your left. So this is push internal, pull external. So again, elbows bent 90 degrees, and I'm pulling out, external rotation, and I'm pushing in, internal rotation of the shoulder. For our last shoulder exercise, we'll do extensions. I will demonstrate sitting backwards. So holding the stick behind you, take a seat, and move the stick up and back behind your back. Shoulder extension exercises. So these 10 exercises targeted our upper extremities. Just get a little bit of blood flowing through your upper extremity muscles. Keep your joints mobile. Try to do them at least once a day, if possible twice a day. And like I said previously, 10 repetitions, and move your way up to 20 reps.